Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode. In today's video I set out to explore what would happen to Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge and Prince George should, hypothetically speaking, Prince William the Duke of Cambridge pass away before becoming king. The line of succession to the British crown is set out. This is a clear line that cannot be deviated from. Our present monarch is Queen Elizabeth II. She shall be followed by the heir to the throne, the Prince of Wales, Prince Charles. He shall in turn be succeeded by his eldest son and heir, the Duke of Cambridge, who shall also be succeeded by his eldest son and heir, Prince George of Cambridge. Assuming that Prince William does not pass away before becoming first in line to the throne, it is expected, as it is not automatic, that he will assume the title Prince of Wales, thus elevating Catherine to Princess of Wales by way of spousal courtesy title. This would also result in a name change for the Cambridge children, George, Charlotte and Louis, who would drop of Cambridge from their titles and become of Wales instead, in the same way that Princes William and Harry were known before being granted ducal titles of their own upon marriage. However, let's for this scenario assume Prince William becomes Prince of Wales and also inherits the Duchy of Cornwall. Should William pass away at this stage, Prince George of Wales would become first in line to the throne and, at the discretion of the monarch, could be known as His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. Catherine could still style herself as Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, but only until Prince George were to marry. This is because you cannot have two the Princesses of Wales. Upon George's marriage, Catherine would style herself as Her Royal Highness the Dowager Princess of Wales, as was the case for Princess Augusta of Saxe-Gotha, whose husband Frederick, Prince of Wales, died in 1751. Their son went on to become George III. However, Prince George would not automatically inherit the Dukedom of Cornwall, which is the ducal title attached to the heir to the throne. The dukedom would merge back into the crown until George became king and his heir was born. This is because the monarch could still sire or mother further children. Additionally, back in the days of higher mortality rates due to sickness or disease, an entire line of succession could be wiped out, and the possibility of going back up the line to seek the next rightful heir was a very real scenario. Since the passing into law of the Sovereign Grant Act 2011, should the case arise, as we are hypothetically discussing, where there is a time when there is not a Duke of Cornwall, then revenues of the duchy pass to the heir to the throne regardless of whether they hold the title Duke of Cornwall or not. When the heir is a minor, 10% of the revenues pass to the heir, with the balance passing to the crown. However, the sovereign grant is reduced by the same amount. In the next hypothetical scenario, Prince William passes away while Prince Charles is still the Prince of Wales. Prince George would most likely be known as His Royal Highness the Duke of Cambridge, a title he would inherit from his father. Catherine could still continue to be styled as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge until Prince George married. However, she may also immediately opt to go by Her Royal Highness the Dowager Duchess of Cambridge. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis would still be of Cambridge until such times as they were to marry. In this scenario, Prince Charles would still finance the Cambridges from the Duchy of Cornwall. In both scenarios, where Catherine was never a reigning queen consort, she would not be entitled to be styled in the future when George ascends to the throne as Her Royal Highness the Queen Mother. All scenarios discussed are hypothetical. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. Also, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.